At Steely Dan Fan 72, my neighbor has a very concerning tradition of mowing the lawn at 7:30 a.m. every Sunday. What is the earliest time that someone should be legally allowed to mow their lawn? 9 a.m. on the weekend.
I think that's good. 9 a.m. would be good. But also, if this is a business coming to cut lawns, you don't need to work on the weekend. Do it during the week, and then you have nice peace and quiet on the weekend.
So, bro judgment in favor of the plaintiff. Wait, is this the plaintiff?
Yeah, this is the plaintiff, because the defendant is the person who's not in the lawnmower. Right, okay.
With
Plaintiff.
the plaintiff. Yeah, you're right. They should not be doing it.
Big Tuna 88, we're here for you. My neighbor just painted their house a disturbing shade of lime green. Is this gonna drive our home value down? What should I do? Yes, it is. Moving on to the next question.
The fact of the matter is, unless you live in a community that has neighborhood rules, aesthetic rules, there's really nothing you can do about it. So you're not gonna be able to make them change their home. In fact, it sounds like somebody you're not gonna be able to give good taste to. So not much you can do. It probably will affect your home. If somebody was going to buy your home and they look next door and they see that, it's like,
Yeah.
not a lot, but a little bit. Is it gonna affect the entire neighborhood? No, not likely.
No, it's a reflection of somebody trying to show their personality. Unfortunately, it would have been nicer if they did it on the inside of their house.
So, bro judgment, sadly, it's in favor of your neighbor because we can't force
Not
him
much
to
you
change
can
anything.
do,
Yeah.
unless you had regulations.
From Evil Avocado. My neighbor has seriously been neglecting their yard. Not only is it an eyesore for the neighborhood, but they've got vines and weeds creeping over the fence line. What's the best way to handle this?
They might be older, or they may have some sort of disability where they're not able to do the work themselves or afford to have someone come. Maybe you can pull a few people together from the neighborhood to volunteer to go over and help them out.
Yeah, everybody's situation is a little different. You never know what their situation is. You are more than welcome to trim up anything at the property line, anything that encroaches over onto your side. You can't just march onto somebody's property and deal with it. You need their permission. Next one, Yinzer Steve. I'm not sure if Steve is your first name or Yinzer, but my neighbor Jerry put a hot tub right on the property line. He's out there like 5 nights a week, having cigars, drinking Miller High Lifes. Miller High Lifes? Really? He's basically taunting me with this thing. Worst part is, he hasn't even invited me over for a soak. Would you want to come over for a soak? Lord knows my herniated disc could use a soak. How do I get revenge on him? First of all, what is all this extra stuff? The soak in here, the Lord, my herniated disc? Irrelevant, Steve. Irrelevant. Focus on the facts. Now, can your neighbor develop a permanent fixture right to the property line? No, they cannot. There's a setback. So any permanent structure, which would include a hot tub, cannot be right up to the property line. Does Jerry like to air dry? If that's a problem, then maybe you can talk about putting up some kind of a screening that will make it more private.
Jerry, if you're listening right now, please, for the benefit of the neighborhood, no more cigars in your tub on the property line.
Yeah. And that 3 a.m. nude swim,
We've all seen it. Yeah, you should stop that.
All right, at Stonehenge Rocker, I recently started a new rock band with a few of my coworkers. I've been practicing in my garage for the past few weeks on a kick-ass set list. I know where exactly where this is going.
You are the neighbor.
Problem is, we got an anonymous note from a disgruntled neighbor saying, hey, keep down the noise pollution after 7 p.m. You're scaring the children. How do I rock without creating enemies on my block?
You gotta rock the block. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You can get very inexpensive sound dampening panels that you can put on the inside. Hopefully you have some insulation in there, but your main issue will be the garage door for sound. But you can put panels on the back of that to dampen that.
I agree with Drew. The only thing you can do, make sure the door is closed to the garage, make sure you have the right insulation panels and the right insulation within the walls, and that hopefully will be enough for the neighbors. If you're leaving the garage door up and you're rocking out, I'm sorry, man, that is very inconsiderate. The moral to the story is, why can't we all just get along? Let's be good neighbors. And is it reasonable for people to say they don't want to hear you thrash?
Is it reasonable to say that maybe you shouldn't make your house lime green with polka dots? I think that's reasonable. Consider your neighbors. Be a nice neighbor.
I know we've helped everyone
Yeah.
with this wisdom.
We're really building bromunity here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will help out with any disputes that you have. Please write them into us. Comment below.